Click the bell, turn on all notifications, and subscribe for around-the-clock WWE news in real time. The home of the most consistent and dedicated breaking news in WWE, Seanzviewent, is here for you. Like, comment, and share today.
It's morning, it's AM, it is time to wake up, and it is time to smell what Seanzviewent Entertainment is cooking, because it's the eggs, the ham, the bacon, the sausage, the waffles, the pancakes. We're serving up some strawberries, some blueberries. We're serving you up with the hottest, the latest in WWE, because this is the place to be, the reigning home for everything WWE. Now, right at the top of the video, guys, right at the top of the video, with my brother passing away and dying in August at just 50 years old, with my mom now coming down with cancer, with my mom now coming down with leukemia, all these things happening at once. This sets the stage for this very video here, because there's a lot of turmoil, there's a lot of sadness, there's a lot of heartbreak, there's a lot of heartache, but I am still coming to the front of the line for every single one of you, okay? There's a lot of things that are going on that are detrimental to the brash and the brazen, but I got to try to fight the good fight. The show must go on, and I am still going to give you the updates, the developments, and the hottest in the WWE. And you want to talk about hot, you want to talk about breaking news, we're going to kick this off with a bang. Remember to become a channel member today. If you want me to stay and remain on this website, I can't do this alone. I can't do this by myself. I need all of you by my side. I need all of you to support me, whether you agree or disagree, for me or against me. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now hearing, and this is online, this was posted online, this isn't a rumor, this isn't speculation, this isn't gossip, this is all but confirmed, because we heard it out of the mouths of the superstars themselves. The Hardy Boys, the Dudley Boys, one-on-one, well, not one-on-one, but versus each other in tag team action once again. Yes, Jeff and Matt Hardy, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys, the Hardy Boys. Are they going to do it one more time under the bright lights in professional wrestling? Now, the question remains, is it going to be in WWE or is it going to be in TNA Wrestling? Wow, this is extraordinary. This is going to be special. This is going to be spectacular. The Hardys and the Dudleys going at it one more time for all our entertainment. Again, you can check social media. You can check out online. You can check out the dirt sheets, the websites. Check out X. The Hardys and the Dudleys, they interchanged. They swapped messages. They swapped comments. They had their interaction. Let's do this again for the fans. Let's make it memorable one last time. Are we going to get it? Are we going to see it? You just never, ever know, viewers. This is going to be spectacular. And, I mean, you want to talk about history. Now, I don't expect it to be as good as their wars they had during the Attitude Era, the Ruthless Aggression Era. I don't expect that at all. But I don't expect it to be anywhere near as good as their battles at WrestleMania and TLC, obviously. But, I mean, it would be extraordinary. It would really bring back the Attitude Era fan in me. Make no mistake about that, viewers. I mean, just unbelievable. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into more news, rumors, and headlines that's going to captivate you. And we're going to bring you up to speed. But would you want to see in 2025, or if it happens in 2026, would you want to see the Hardys, the Dudleys, one last time? And what do you think about that? What do you think about the direction of that, viewers, fans, and subscribers? Also, ladies and gentlemen, we are learning this morning that Mandy Rose is coming out saying that, and we all know who Mandy Rose is, right? One of the longest reigning WWE Women's NXT champions in WWE history. Mandy Rose says that she feels a bit erased from WWE history, which is awful. John Cena Sr., John Cena's father, John Cena's dad, turns heel. He is done with being asked about his son. So now you got both Cenas who have turned heel. Bret Hart recalls being blamed for bringing a fake Sammy Hagar to WWE event. John Cena ditches the "you can't see me" after his heel turn in WWE. Yes, John Cena's merchandise has been switched up. John Cena's went in a different direction with his merchandise. No longer is it that you can't see me, and it's the minor details that you have to notice about this John Cena heel turn. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions, viewers, fans, and subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. Also, Linda Hogan says lying sex addict Hulk Hogan has broken our family. Kevin Owens blasts the old management of WWE for insulting fans. Gail Kim breaks silence on her release from TNA Wrestling. Will she make a dramatic return to WWE in time for WrestleMania? There's rumors and speculation of a women's battle royal at WrestleMania 42, and Gail Kim could make a return along with Lita and Kelly Kelly. Unbelievable, viewers. Imagine if that were to go down. Kevin Owens says that wrestling Sami Zayn at Skydome meant more than WrestleMania. TNA signing Maggie Lee wrestles with an imposter syndrome. Kevin Owens justifies Travis Scott injuring Cody Rhodes. He had it coming. Hulk Hogan endorses The Rock for president. He'd probably win. Cedric Alexander received death threats over a viral wrestling moment. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that. And also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, we must dive into it. We have to talk about it. Because Living Colour is set to perform in Las Vegas during WrestleMania weekend. And we all know that Living Colour performs the theme song of the best in the world, CM Punk. Also, Baron Corbin divulges conspiracy behind his release from the WWE. And viewers, fans, and subscribers, after the heinous, after the vicious, after the violent acts that the late, great, well, some would say not so great, but the late, great Chris Benoit did by killing his wife, killing his son, and then taking his own life, the tragedy, the travesty, the miscarriage of justice that is behind that, the controversy that is behind that. Are you still for Chris Benoit, the wrestler? Obviously, I would assume that you're against Chris Benoit, the person, the individual, but the character, the wrestler Chris Benoit, are you still for him or are you against him? You see, YouTube really wasn't around. Well, it was around, but it wasn't as prominent as it is now. You know, in 2007, when Chris Benoit did this, when he, killed his wife, his son, and he killed himself, again, we never really got a chance to talk about this. But what do you think truly about Chris Benoit? Do you separate the two, the wrestler, the persona, from the actual person, from the real life person? Or are they all one and the same? What do you think about that? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions, and it's obviously very valid. It's very real. It's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, travesty and tragedy in professional wrestling, especially the WWE. Also, ladies and gentlemen, The Rock's major project update. The Rock always working on something. The Rock is always doing something. But the big question is, has The Rock alienated himself from the WWE? Is The Rock even in the storyline with John Cena? The Rock, the final boss, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, has yet to be brought up or even named by John Cena. What is going on? What is the status? What is the update on the great one, The Rock, the most electrifying man in all of entertainment? What is going on there, guys? What the hell is going on? Some people say we don't know. We're trying to find out. Why has the WWE ignored The Rock? Why is the WWE not bringing up The Rock? I mean, I don't know. It's a little strange. It's a little odd. I'll let you know that. I'll say that right now. Definitely going to bring that up. Adam Copeland, Edge, responds to criticism of his unexpected strong booking. His strong, unexpected booking. Seth Rollins credits Hall of Famer for birth of his daughter. Stone Cold Steve Austin is responsible, says Seth Rollins, for the birth of his daughter. Britt Baker's AEW status following her recent move off. Now, there's been, again, a lot of rumors last week. Would you want to see Britt Baker in WWE? I think that would be extraordinary. I think that would switch it up. I think that would turn it up. You just never know, though. Ricochet announces wedding with Samantha Irvin. Stevie Turner has been appointed as the Evolve WWE General Manager for that show, Evolve. Swerve Strickland drops a 2016 WWE callback on AEW Dynamite. And again, guys, for those of you that didn't hear it or see it, WWE signs WWE Legends deal with Kamala and Crush, the family. Obviously, they're no longer with us, but the families have signed to have Crush and Kamala be a part of WWE history forever. They will never, ever be forgotten now. Las Vegas, which is the home of WrestleMania. Listen to this one, guys. Las Vegas Chapel is offering pro wrestling themed weddings just in time for WrestleMania 41. And that is going to be absolutely fun. That is going to be historic. That will be intriguing. Ryan Nemeth claims that AEW tried to humiliate and intimidate him by serving a lawsuit at theater. Again, seems like a lot of problems and issues are plaguing AEW. Chavo Guerrero. We all know Chavo Guerrero, the late, great Eddie Guerrero, lie, cheat, and steal. Chavo Guerrero Jr. wrestles his first match in 5 years during TNA Impact, the 327 show. TNA Knockouts Tag Champions Ash by Elegance melts down after frosting face humiliation. Moose's next title defense set for Ultimate X match at TNA Rebellion 2025. Kevin Nash calls out Mercedes Moné for phoning it in after Bet Wrestling List ranking, the BET Wrestling ranking. Do you feel that Mercedes Moné is just phoning it in? Is she just going through the motions? Becky Lynch attends the Luckiest Man in America screening as her WWE hiatus continues to loom. Mandy Rose has doubts about WWE wanting her back after being fired over fan time content. The AEW viewership with John Mox as AEW World Champion and Swerve Strickland confrontation sees a viewership increase for AEW Dynamite, and that can only be seen as a good thing. Obviously, that is a major positive for AEW. Paige Saraya addresses possible WWE return after her exit from AEW. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Yes, there is indeed. Yes, guys, it's no longer rumor or speculation. This is in the works. It's going to happen. It's going to go down. There is going to be a new WWE documentary on WrestleMania 9 coming to Peacock, and expect Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, and more. And the reason they're doing this is because, luckily, thank God, many of the wrestlers from WrestleMania 9 are still with us, are still alive, are still breathing air. That's epic. That's good. Thank God for that. Can you imagine? That's going to be a very compelling and entertaining look at WrestleMania 9 from 1993. Caesar's Palace. It was an outside event. We all know, and it was very rare for WrestleMania back then to be outside. As we know now, they are all outside because now they are in stadiums. So your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on all that jazz, that should be something to be watched. AEW stars allegedly don't call their own finishes. That is definitely, that could be good, and sometimes it could be bad. I mean, off the cuff. Kevin Owens calls out past WWE regime for undermining fans' memory and underestimating their memory. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that. NXT WWE Stand and Deliver gets early wake-up call with new start time for WrestleMania weekend. And I think that's all the hottest headlines, rumors, news, speculation, gossip, and hearsay. This is where it all goes down. This is where it all transpires. It is going to be absolute fire for your desire. Remember to comment, like, interact. Remember, it's so important to become a channel member or donate below with a super thanks donation. It will help the show in multiple different ways. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We got plenty more to come. Remember, this is your home for hourly WWE. If it weren't for you, there would be no Sean's View. Subscribe.